Down, Cyclone to answer it though, and there's a decoy. It's not exactly the target you want to engage onto. Croco does have the Crescent Guard though, as Yahoo's just going to get inside the circle and see whether he can get something done. And the answer is he absolutely can before he dies. Closer now looking for some angles here as Tibbers is going ballistic. He picks up a double kill, and this is why you do not underestimate the big burning bear. Burn, bear, burn! That's all right, Flash comes in from Closer, throws down the bear, gets a brilliant Incinerate to make sure that Yahoo is dead before he can really do anything. Teddy now in trouble as the rockets are raining. And Hype is looking to chase them down. The decoy not going to be doing any of much as Teddy is going to spend his first little stint in the death chamber here. DRX though still not quite able to get themselves in there. Steadfast presence is good, bullet time even better to soften up the cow. And once again, Tibbers is going to donate 50 gold, this time over to Rich. And in goes Undo. Can he find it? Yes, he just gets headbutted out though as Polu will get slammed into the wall. And Bro just kind of playing with their food for so long that the food bit back. Croco in perfect position, the rotate over from Sponge, but they're holding on to him. They do want to be able to burst this one down, and Croco is almost dead. The public execution comes down, but it misses, and the Cyclone comes in. The knockups are good, but that one's even better as the bullet time does help secure the kill onto the jungler, and there is the steal. DRX, they managed to deny the Bros, and the Bros just wanting to get themselves out of here. Polu decides instead, though, that he wants to go back in. And perhaps to get themselves out of there was a better choice as down goes the Annie as well. Morgan and Hype just wondering what the heck just happened because it all went wrong.
We really are hitting a variety of topics as well. So I think this bot lane turret might have to give it up, bro. We'll see if they really want to play for a heavy contest with this super, or empowered rather, double cannon. I don't know if they can really do that much.
Well, they do have 5 members in the area. The Ambessa's rotating around as well. The bear goes down. They're going to look for Andel, who goes down very low. It's a late Steadfast presence. But now, between worlds, a massive knockup, though, as Morgan finds the angle, but the Cyclone is just too good. And yes, Morgan might be surviving, but unfortunately, he's lost his Annie, and his Corky's a little too low, so he's just going to get cut down where he stands. Oh no, Bros. That was the back-breaking fight, and DRX utilize their Baron sneak. It turns into a 6,000 Red Bull Baron power play, and the game might just be over right here.
Might just look for the end. It's been a Sponge and Rich duology in these fights. The two of them just finding the backline again and again, and even though Teddy gets his ult interrupted, I don't think it really matters as Rich dancing around deathless on this Ambessa.
Yeah, having a great time. And we know, like, Rich actually had some pretty good performances as Pulverize going to hit a couple in the backline there as Yahoo does die. And in fact, a couple of people die to Hype, who does a fair bit of damage, but it does not matter. This Nexus is still going to go down if Teddy has anything to say about it. And he does. He says, bring it, Bros. We'll take you in game 1, and we'll see whether the Bros can do it again. Last time around, they did manage to bounce back. But this was a rough one because they had it, and then they just kind of let it slip. Just gonna have to flash, but now Sponge, he can just flash in and chomp him. Oh no, oh no, oh no, the troll was under the bridge! And he's just, as I said, he didn't even need to flash in, he just chomped him! And that was it! Now Polu just has to watch as he also gets chomped! And no one even dies. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous dive, and Rich also survives on the top side.
It's fine. It's only a 1.2k gold lead. I do think the game state is getting worse for Bro, but let's not pretend that DRX...
It's never too late for more Brotex. There is always a way, you know? As it might be tough for the Lord, who I think knows that things are getting a little bit rough as they do move their way in. Flash still available, but he decides he wants to use that next time because he was looking pretty dead. And it's just going DRX to DRX. That is going to be feats of strength. Some upgraded shoes now available here.
Bro lose this fight. I think it's done. They need to find good target selection.
Well, Croco, he's just going in. He flashes out of the way of the Solar Flare and finds Yahoo. Closer is there as well. They managed to land the jump. The True Shot Barrage is going to be able to take down the Azir. And now Morgan is going to end DRX's world as he takes down Andil. There goes Rich as well. Thank you for the Bro Tax chat. You guys did this. This is you.
As the target selection.
Okay, we are back in the action once again. Emperor's Divide is on to 2, but it's Handle that's going down, and Polo just walks it off! Closer's gonna turn up, and DRX, what happened? As Teddy's actually kind of popping off right now, but the relentless pursuit to try and escape is coming on through here. There is the culling, that'll take down the Braum. And it is a 2 for 2 in the end. Here's that dragon that we were going to fight over before. Crocco's going to go in. They are just looking to execute the Trundle, and they do exactly that. Andal, he's got the Eclipse running, but where's the follow-up? Where's the answer? It's a double for Hype, as Yahoo's now just going to get stunned up by the Braum passive. Teddy gets ceased and desisted. Oh, Assault and Battery is so much better for doing that, but how do we feel about this?
Well, we saw what it did for Bro in the last game, so I'm waiting with great interest.
Well, we are true-shotting and barraging. Rich taking a bit of damage, but it's Morgan in a bit of trouble. Does find some knockups, though, and remember, has a lot of healing. He goes golden, but now Closer is going to show up. The Equalizer does nothing. Teddy trying to get out of the way of Polo, but he should be able to get this one done. It's a double as Teddy makes his presence known. Nice charm will connect, but Andal back underneath that Sun Disc. And Bro, all right, in goes the buy, doesn't quite find the Vault Breaker, and will just get that back massage and put into the Death Chamber with the Equalizer. Very well played here by DRX to lock down the jungler, but just a little bit of a step too far there by Crocco. Comes Closer, he's spotted on vision, but what? Andal is just dead. He's just too far up. Just a mistake here from the support out of DRX, and you've said it already, he's the only one that can hold people in position.
Well, Baron Pit might be doing them some favors here. That's a close and tight corridor. Oh, look at the setup here. Molten and Crocco looking.
Crocco on the angle. Finds their way in. There is the flash forward from Closer, but Teddy is alive, and then he's taken out. Rich also is going to be able to go golden, but that's a see your death type go golden. And now Yahoo finds himself running the wrong direction. They save the Azir till last. And Sponge is running for the hills. This is a Baron if the Bros want it, but they might look to break open the base first as the True Shot Barrage sails by. Oh man, Andal probably going to be kicking himself after that one.
We did see, though, the problem for Teddy as, okay guys, this game is game is done.
It's not looking too good. That's a nice solar flare, though. Polo comes on over just to see what's going on. Yeah.
But the game is done.
It is. And it's so weird that it's an exact mirror of what we saw in game 1. Spot to come in from Morgan.
Crocco's here.
Angle. True Shot Barrage to layer on through. It is going to be Rich that locks down the Baron for DRX. Teddy has been dove on, though. He does manage to take down Crocco, but Morgan's there to end his world. Yahoo now trying to get out of the way, and the Emperor's Divide doesn't really do anything. Unfortunately, if you divide by 0, you're just going to find yourself in the Death Chamber, and there is. Let's see whether some more of these picks can actually come. Oh my god, dear. Rich taking so much damage. Closer having to use the ult just to avoid the culling, but once again, Andal is in no man's land. Emperor's Divide just to buy some space, and it might have actually done so as Teddy down so low, still trying to kite, still trying to do damage as Crocco. He can't get there, my god! Teddy, you monster, but he's left the rest of his team! And they are going to fall down. Rich with the teleport in, and then the run away. And wait, was this another DRX straight up? I don't really know.
Where the Rich, well, did he base?
Oh, we're going to show him the door.
They got mid.
Pretty good about that.
Wait,
teleport in.
Wait, Morgan.
It's the pincer attack. There's the flash in right on top of Yahoo, but it's the Lucian they have to take down, and they absolutely do that. The Emperor's Divide onto 3, but what is that going to do? The answer is nothing at all, as Hype hits 2 with the ulti on the back end. Sponge gets eliminated. Is that a clean ace? Is that a clean ace for the Bros? It absolutely is, as Andal, for the first time this series, goes down last. And the Bros will move on to game 3.
Not even close, baby! As Lord Morgan, with the Texas in his hand, heavy with gold, finds the flank. Crocco gets on top of Teddy. Teddy did not get to play the game, by the way. As we highlighted, that Vi-Ahri combo ends up being the difference maker.
That was ridiculous. The Lord hasn't never had a performance like this on Aatrox in my recent memory. I just honestly haven't seen it. This is oftentimes a pick that he's not quite found the success on.
Thanks to my cat. Oh!
Never mind, bit of a dive here towards the bottom side, and that is just a dead Sante.
That's Rich.
Let's see how it's going to work here for Croco as in goes Sponge. Magnus Storm to try and turn this though as Petrifying Gaze doesn't quite get the stuns and down goes Polu. The spears are sort of flying all wayward and Closer is just dead. DRX, they answer back beautifully here, but I don't quite know what the plan was there by the bros. Well, if in doubt, kill Rich seems to be the plan here, as there is the Croco and Morgan show that we were asking for. And I will be able to take these guys down. Sponge gets out of the pit, Croco gets in, there's the Magnus Storm, and they've caught two out of position. Down goes the Rise. Yeah, who didn't get the memo that they were backing away, and they secure the Dragon. The pros are looking to try and do it again. Gets stunned up, but he's doing a pretty good job standing his ground. There's the dash around from the Cassante, but he just doesn't have any money. Oh god, Sponge! Highway robbery as Polu comes on over, but he's not able to stop him. Teddy will go down as the slices and dices come in, but Otacon is such a big prize, and Yahoo! He's going to turn back up the triple knock up from Sponge. They take down the Kaiser, and it's DRX that are able to get it done. Morgan will go down, and I have a feeling that that emote is going to be necessary. The shaky hands for the Renekton out of frustration here for the bros, unless they can get some sort of psycho turn. I don't know about that one. As out goes Croco, and he's not even able to get his Raptors, I don't think. Man, it was so good when they took the Dragon, and that was when we needed to cut the video.
Morgan might have to take matters into his own hands. Can he get the plasma stack for Hype?
Now he's going to try, as Rich goes all out, and then he's all out of options, unfortunately. And Hype comes on over. That is going to be another one picked up. He now has his Infinity Edge done, so much damage. Morgan is just going to be hex skating over. Rich will follow him. The quickness gets into the backline, but where is the follow-up as Morgan flashes over? And Rich uses it as a way to taxi his way forward. They take down the Jarvan. The Killer Instinct, oh no! He didn't really want to do that, but fortunately they did have a Crocodile, but it may not be enough. Closer is still alive. Yeah, who is so big, and in goes Croco. Andal, I just don't think he'll have any sort of assistance here, and Yahoo has to do it alone. He has to be the hero, but he's on the miasma, and he's taken by Croco, and they have the Hextech Soul. You know, and they just didn't kill
Croco,
the Resto Shaman.
He was wobbing and weaving, he was getting that line of sight.
And in the meantime, Sponge is just dead. And he's now a buff surrounding the pros as they march towards DRX.
Pay to win in my LCK.
Oh, absolutely, and we love to see it. Capitalism, baby. As all right, the bros now just diving. They know they can see it, and they've got Hextech Soul. Man, it is so disgusting. Down goes everything. Hype is collecting a triple kill, and Teddy turns up. Just like Donald Glover with the pizza, it's a quadra under the inhibitor turret. Inhibitor to follow here, and the bros, they are done with this. They want to go home. It's about 11 p.m. And yeah, out of the death chamber and straight back in there once again. Could have potentially been a pentakill there for Hype, but instead it's Croco that locks it down, and the pros do it again. Back-to-back reverse sweeps here in their first week of this round. They're looking good.